Hello and welcome to the Downsized. We're once again today in our kitchen. Thought we'd cook one of our standard lunches. I like a nice omelet, so it's pretty easy to do. Not too hard. My name is Christopher Durham, and you are?
I'm Lorraine Durham. Just got back from the gym.
Just got back from the gym. Easy enough. We're going to do a ham and cheese omelet as well as a salad. So we'll start with the salad because that's the easiest piece to do. Just a bowl here. I like to go ahead and put a little bit of dressing. This is, if you watched the Aldi haul, this is the Aldi balsamic dressing. I'll show you what it is in just 2 tablespoons.
How many calories are in that?
Hold on, let me.
I can look if you want.
Yep.
Okay, it's got, I should have got my glass. 2 tablespoons have 70 calories, 9 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs. So it's got a little bit more fat than I would normally use.
But we're not afraid of fat. Fat is good, so don't worry about that. That's a bad hangover from the 90s.
Yeah, but it's good. You do need fat.
We are not afraid of fat. So
little
romaine lettuce, this just happens to be the salad ingredients I have today. Some days it might be mushrooms, onions, peppers, you name it. It's what's in our refrigerator. As you guys may know, we're going on a vacation, so the refrigerator is kind of bare today, but that's okay.
Do you have to chop the lettuce?
You don't, but I prefer to.
I just break it up.
So I like to. Then I also had some spinach. I'm not a fan of spinach stems, so I always pick the stems off.
That's a lot of trouble.
I think the
But it does taste better.
I think the spinach stems are gross.
Yeah, they are kind of gross. And that particular pack, there's a lot of stems in there.
If they're particularly big leaves, you might tear them up.
Yeah. One got away.
One escaped. Salad. I'm sure you guys all know how to make a salad. But you can...
And you put the dressing in the bottom
I do put the
first.
dressing in the bottom first because I'm going to toss it. Mm-hmm. And I just think it coats a little bit better. If you do that, if you put it just on the top of the salad, it'll get some parts waterlogged and some parts with not enough. So we happen to have some baby tomatoes. I like to cut them in half.
I like to just throw them in whole so I don't have to do any more chopping.
And a cucumber.
Cucumber.
Lorraine loves a cucumber. I'm not really a fan.
I like cucumber, but Christopher doesn't really. It's not a whole lot of them. Why don't you peel them? Why don't you peel it?
Because I don't care about the peels. I'm not going to eat them anyway.
Oh, thanks.
And you can eat a cucumber peel. There's nothing.
You can.
Of course. There's nothing like carrot.
You're peeling the carrots.
I am peeling the carrots.
Why don't you just use baby carrots?
I think we had this conversation already,
I know, but
didn't we?
it could be repeated.
I don't buy baby carrots. There's no such thing as baby carrots. Baby carrots are processed big carrots. Usually, honestly, they're the seconds from the carrots.
So we get whole carrots. My mom used to always buy California carrots because she thought they tasted better. But she was also from California, so maybe that's why.
So I will cut it on a little bit of a bias, like that, just at an angle, just because it's pretty. Mm-hmm. No particular...
You don't have to do that.
No, you do not have to do that. Not even a little bit. I like a little pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we'll just let that sit for while we make the omelet. And then we'll toss it in a few minutes when we're ready to eat. Yep. We're going to kick on the eye here a minute. And this is fat. This is a tablespoon of butter. Do not be afraid of butter.
A
Butter is good.
tablespoon of butter?
You got it.
But what about like your non-stick
We might use that too.
cooking spray?
We might
I
use that too.
never cook eggs in butter. What do I look like, a savage?
Then I just have, happens to be deli ham.
Oh, yeah. We
Could
bought
be
it at
whatever
Aldi.
deli meat you'd like. I like to chop it up. We're just looking for some protein. If I had made a ham, if I had roast beef, if I had whatever leftover things are a good thing to put in here.
We usually have this as like a staple in our house
Yeah.
because we use it so many things.
So we're going to let that butter melt. This is what happens when you do it in real time. I think if you watched before, you know this stove is either
we had
very hot or not hot enough.
Yeah, the 6 is like on fire, and the 5 is like not quite hot enough. So it's a fine balance on our stovetop here. What are you gonna put in?
I'm gonna put the ham in there. We just want that ham to cook through. That'll actually give it a little bit of flavor to the butter. And in the meantime, got 4 eggs because I'm making actually one large omelet. We'll do 2 for each of us.
He's making me lunch too. Four eggs.
Yep.
Oh, and tell people why you crack it on a flat surface rather than on the edge of the bowl.
You crack it on the flat surface rather than the edge of the bowl because it doesn't force shell into it and you're less likely to have it be. See, that eye got very hot very quickly.
It did.
A little bit of salt and pepper here.
We need to buy some more pepper.
We do. This is almost gone.
It's almost gone.
And then I'm going to scramble these just with a fork. I like to poke each of the yellows to make them do a little easier. And then you want to scramble them pretty aggressively. If you still see whites, it's not scrambled enough.
He always tells me I don't scramble mine enough.
You don't. You just walk by and insult them.
Scramble!
All right. So it should just be one yellow color. Now, if you have access to great local eggs, they'll be even more yellow. When we lived in Omaha, Nebraska, we used to be able to get these ones straight from the farm. That were
super fresh eggs.
All right. We're just gonna see, this is a pretty good nonstick pan. Some people are afraid of nonstick. I am not. I'm not going to debate with you on that. Now all I'm going to do is push it around and lean it. Basically, I'm looking to get the egg spread out and cooked through. I am not afraid of uncooked egg, I'll tell you that. I like a good runny egg, and just because you scramble it doesn't mean it can't. Lorraine, however, is not a fan. So
I don't like the runny in the scrambled. I mean, on a fried egg, I don't mind. I do like mine mostly cooked.
So we're cooking pretty hot and fast. If this were a French omelet, you would not want any color on it. The French don't like browning on their omelets.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's just a thing. If you went to Waffle House, they brown the heck out of it and they might run it through a blender. This happens to be Parmesan cheese. Could use whatever cheese you like. I like Parmesan best. That eye is very hot. Basically, I've pulled it off the eye because the eye is so hot. I'll just grate some Parmesan on it and let it melt. There's enough heat in here that this will continue to cook the eggs. Yeah. We'll pull it back there. Move the stuff out of the way. Then we're gonna fold it over.
Oh, it's brown.
Yep, got a little brown.
Whoops.
We're Americans, it's okay. Just gonna actually have this eye on this electric eye is completely turned off. Plates. So back to the salad. You remember I put the dressing in the bottom. And I've got some cheese here, so I'll probably put the cheese on this as well. Then I'm just going to toss it. So this happens to be tomatoes, spinach, romaine lettuce, carrots, and cheese. So you're just tossing it to get it good and coated. A little bit of salt and pepper in here. If I had more veggies, I would have put more veggies in it, but because we're leaving for vacation, we're working through what we have. So we'll set that aside. I'm gonna flip this
Flip it all the way over? Oh, yeah.
over. So now it's
Okay.
give it a few more minutes. And then we will take some of this. Try and get Lorraine lots of cucumbers. And me no cucumbers because I don't like cucumbers. Tomato.
I guess this is very low carb, actually. Oh, a carrot escaped.
Carrot
Very low
escaped.
carb, but it's got some good vegetables.
I
The
guess you've got
spinach kind of pumps up the veggie count there.
Absolutely. So I'm going to actually take, you could have done this as two separate pretty ones if you wanted to.
But we like to eat at the same time. Which one's mine? Oh, that one with the cucumbers. You got some cucumbers too.
I did. It's okay. I won't. Right. There you go.
Yay!
All right. So salad with a ham and it's actually a ham and Parmesan omelet
Very
for
nice.
lunch. That one's for you.
Thanks, honey.
This one's for me. And we actually will go out on the porch and sit and have lunch.
Yep.
So thank you for joining us. I'm Christopher Durham.
I'm Lorraine Durham.
And this is the Downsized. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts on what you'd like to see me cook next time, let me know. Leave it in the
Something
comments. Thank you very much.